Hey everybody, Larry Lawton here. We're going to dive into a really important case today, and yes, you heard of the case unless you've been on another planet, and it is the P Diddy case. Well, let me tell you my views on this whole case, and yes, people get mad at them, I think. And you know, if you know my channel, I'm going to tell it like it is. And I'll tell you what, right at this point, at this minute, everything I've been watching, and I watch a lot of P Diddy stuff on regular news, other YouTube channel, crime channels. I haven't seen anything that I would even consider a criminal act at this point. I'm not seeing that there's underage girls or boys or anybody in that. Whether it's an accusation or not, I haven't seen proof. I don't know what's out there, but I think my opinion on that end of it, I think P Diddy is a billionaire, has crazy fun. He likes whatever he likes, guys, girls, whatever. Who cares? It's none of anybody's business. I don't see him forcible tying someone down or beating them or raping them. People are talking about intimidation. People are talking about holding jobs over their head. People are talking about a lot of stuff like that. Well, let me tell you, the real world is a little bit different. If you don't think you go to a job interview and you want to look better than the next guy or the girl, and you put on a nicer dress, why? Because you're trying to intimidate, or you're trying to make somebody look and say you're a beautiful woman, give her that job. That's the real world. I don't think he's also doing. If you're a talented person, whoever it is, you're gonna go. It's not one person. Yes, can he help a career? And he has helped careers. He puts a person and makes him a millionaire, multi-millionaire. And then when their talent didn't hold up and they had that shot and everything else, they blame P Diddy. And what happens? It's somebody else's fault than their own fault for doing something like that. And I don't buy that. I cannot buy that. When I see accusations, and I know women, trust me, I was abused myself. And it took me years for anybody to know that. Many, many years. So I understand that part of it, but even my case or any case, to go back 30 years or whatever it is, 20 years, what took somebody that long? Now, people will come, well, otherwise accusations and stuff can come and hurt people, whether it's true or not. Maybe you weren't in the right frame of mind. Maybe the person was, in a bad time of their life, divorced from a guy, whatever. Who knows their motives at that point, or anybody's motives, really. I just think it's hard for us to take a person's life and throw it away. And the accusation of something like that, that's what's really bad. Listen, the guy stuff, the girl stuff, the threesomes, foursomes, he's a normal guy. He's a normal couple. What they do is their own business. And now everybody's worried that they went to his house and maybe somebody was there, another Epstein thing. I'm not even buying that again. Come at him with evidence. I'll tell you what people say, well, it's coming. It's coming. It might. Don't know the case that well. I know what everybody else knows. I do know this. I don't think there was any reason for them to come to his home with military gear like we were living in Cuba, or living in Nicaragua, or you're living in a country that's communist, or China, that can just come with tanks or whatever it is and come to your house and put them right over. I don't buy that. I really don't. Let me tell you how the accusations are going right now and what you're hearing and reading on various, maybe extreme or not, sites. They're saying that P. Diddy was rich, so he used his influence to coerce girls to get an acting job or work for him or do something like that. You can't come back later after him making you a star in the music industry and then come back later when you didn't make it. That's my opinion. There is another accusations, and a lot of these accusations came from a former bodyguard. Now, he said it's more than just celebrities in there, other rappers, Meek Mill. What they're saying is politicians are in there, athletes in there, preachers are in there. I don't doubt that for 1 second. I really don't. But what's illegal about it? What a person does with their sex life is their business. Are they doing something illegal with two consenting adults, whether it's a preacher or an athlete or another politician? I don't care. And then they say, well, he's with a politician. So when the politician goes for lunch with somebody, that's okay. But because he maybe does something or doesn't do something or has a meeting, I don't get that. So I'm not going to get all of that, and I don't like it. One of the accusations is that he was an FBI informant. Can that be true? Let me tell you something. There was a guy, Greg Scarpa, one of the most violent guys around, you know. He was with the Colombo crime family. He was crazy. He was an informant for 25 years. To me, it's all accusations, and I really want you to think about that for 1 second. Whenever you read anything about this, just think about what I just said. Well, let me tell you guys something. You know, the reason I get very excited about this topic and everything that's going on is because this happened to me. There were accusations about me. I remember when people said, "Oh, you sued the government for masturbating in prison." Well, I did. And I'm not going to back down from a situation like that. But, you know, when you have things come at you and people don't know the real story or the whole story, they'll say something different. Even people who don't understand how to read the law or the officials. You're damn right I sued. I sued the Attorney General of the United States. I don't know what man's not allowed to masturbate, especially if they're alone in their cell. I'll leave it at that. You can read the lawsuit. So I understand, and these accusations should be just viewed as accusations. Now, regardless of the outcome of this case, regardless, whether they find little or less they did, find nothing, he fights it, goes to court, or they find him to be the next Epstein, if even Epstein was that bad, as he didn't get convicted at that point. So this is a good reminder for yourself to not judge people so quickly, that it can happen. Everything's not going to be right. Whatever narrative you looked at is not going to be right. It might be too overboard, maybe too less, so look at that and say, wow, I thought like that. I put my judgment on that man. I had no idea he wasn't even guilty of it, not even accused of it. And I thought it was because I took some bull for that. So remember that. That's what this is really good about. Also, let's not forget all the good a lot of these people do. You know, everybody runs to vilify him, whether it's Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos, or P Diddy, or whoever. They want to vilify him. But how much good did they do? How much charity? How many people did they help? How many people did they help educate and feed their families and what? Don't forget, those aren't the evil people either. Whether they did something illegal or they did something, what you might think bad, think of their good side. Everybody has a good side. At least I believe they do. At least I know some who don't. But just remember that. Please keep your critical thinking caps on. Just think and do your own research. Stay safe. Don't make some bad choices, and you won't end up in that kind of situation. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe.